Alright, quick update on Algo. So we are heading down very strongly. We talked about the possibility of this in yesterday's video. We basically said we would be sitting on the sidelines until we do get continuation after the Fed meeting. Specifically, we were talking about a scenario like this playing out. Looking at Algorand on your daily EMA ribbons, you just have to zoom out to realize that we've been in a huge downtrend since your most recent local top. And this is, the local top. This is not actually your previous all-time high. Like I said, it's just your local top up here at 280. Now, let me show you why we were waiting for something like this to happen before we got bullish. You can see the market is bullish. It is defined by the 1 daily EMA ribbons. You are completely supported by your daily EMA, so you know you're in an uptrend. The second you lost it and started retesting it as resistance, this is when you know that the downtrend is starting. And we've hopped above it a few times, but what we want to see is not hopping above. That's only sign one. You need to come down and backtest and then make another high from the previous invalidation point, and we haven't done that any time at this moment in time in Algorand specifically. So looking at this, like we said, we'd be waiting for the dust to clear after the Fed meeting. All we did is come into your daily EMA ribbons and get a very harsh rejection. So like I say in all my videos, the trend is your friend until the end. And we talked about the possibility of this in the last video. Like I said, if you bought the exact bottom here, assuming that it was the bottom, you would have bought at 80 cent. If you bought the exact bottom here, assuming this was the bottom, you would have bought at 68 cent. If you bought the exact bottom here, assuming this is the bottom, you bought at 67. If you bought the exact bottom here, assuming this is going to be the bottom, then you bought at 54. Are you noticing a trend on this? A lot of people try and assume that they know better than the markets and they can just pull out of their ass where the bottom is going to be, but that's not how these markets work. In my opinion, I look at momentum indicators to get an idea of when we're going to see that next shift in the market. And as you can see, all we're doing is putting in lower highs and lower lows. What I'm waiting for Algorand is to finally break back above this invalidation point. And the beauty of this, which is what I highlighted in last video, is if we do get rejected at this point, all that's going to happen is we're going to go down, and then when we finally do come back up to take it out, your breakout target would be at 65 cent, which if you notice is cheaper than buying the exact bottom here, the exact bottom here, the exact bottom here, and the exact bottom here. So the point of waiting for these momentum shifts is not to catch the exact bottom. You're never going to catch the exact bottom when you're trying to do momentum shifts. But what you will do is you'll look at the trend, you'll see, we've clearly been in a huge downtrend since then. We're down 77%. And you could have tried to assume that this and this and this and this and all of these were the bottom. But the fact of the matter is, if you did, and even if you did buy the exact bottom at that time, you're now underwater. So I'm going to be conservative. I'm waiting for us to flip above your daily EMA ribbons. Until that happens, I would be sitting on the sidelines. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Algorand. I love that they've got a FIFA partnership. I love a lot of things about Algorand, which I'm not going to jump into on this video. But the fact of the matter is, Bitcoin is plummeting. The stock market just opened a couple of hours ago, and we wiped out all the gains that we made from yesterday. So no one's in the clear right now. I would be sitting on the sidelines for this. Your oscillators are very oversold right now. You can see they started to turn up and they are turning down on the daily time frame. Huge rejection from the RSI at the heart line. The last time we had a rejection from the heart line like this, we kind of trickled down back to 0. You can see we pretty much trickled down. When I say 0, I meant 30 in the oversold region. Every single time we come back into the mid-range, we always seem to drop right back off. Apart from this one time where we actually started to build up a little bit more momentum. Actually, the time before that, we reset this higher low and then it was all good. So you'd really want to see a reversal at some point soon for Algorand. Like I said, until we do see the reversal, until you do get above the daily EMAs, I would be sitting on the sideline for Algorand, and I'd be sitting on the sideline for all of your altcoins while the stock market is plummeting like that. That is all I've got for Algo today. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out, and most importantly, peace.